Yeah, hi guys. So in this video, we'll be starting with Webpack. We'll be setting up the uh, Webpack environment, and we'll try to run a few commands to get you familiar with Webpack. So first of all, what I have done is I have created a folder over here in my desktop called Webpack Demo, and I have opened it with VS Code. If you have any other editor, you can open it with that. I mostly use VS Code, so I have opened it up with VS Code. And you can open up PowerShell as well and move into that directory. So after you do that, in order to use Webpack, you should have Node environment ready. Node by default comes with a package manager called npm. Once you install Node, the npm will be available directly to you. So npm is short for Node Package Manager. Once you have that ready, there's nothing more to do. So let's start. So I'm in this current folder now. What I'm going to do is write ls, and ls gives you the list of files and directories available in that folder, and currently I don't have anything. Let me type npm init -y. It uh, it will go ahead and create a package.json folder in my directory. So package.json is a way to say npm, or for npm to refer how to manage packages. So let me go ahead to the VS Code, and I see a package.json file over here. So you can see it has taken the name from the directory name itself, as I didn't provide any name option to it. Version of the project is 1.0.0. I didn't provide any description. By default, the main file is index.js. You can write some script that npm can run, and some other options that you currently don't need to know about. You'll probably be able to figure it out. Author is for who is the author, and license is what kind of license you're following. So that's it. Let us now install Webpack. We'll use both Webpack and Webpack CLI. Webpack, and we're going to save them as development dependencies, because we need it in development environment only. We don't need it for production, because Webpack automatically gives you the production build that you can directly deploy. So we won't be needing Webpack in production environment. So this is for development dependency. You can write -save-dev to create a development dependency, or you can just write -d in short. Both will work. So once I hit enter, sorry, I'm really sorry that I used some wrong commands. It is, pull that up, just a minute, just, yeah, let me pull that up now. So it is npm install. Okay, so npm, we provide the command that you need to install Webpack and Webpack CLI-d, enter, and it goes ahead and installs the dependencies for you. I'll come back once the dependencies are installed. So the dependencies are installed now. Let us go ahead to the package.json and see what are the changes. So it creates a development dependency tab, development dependency thing in your package.json, and it has these two things that you installed, Webpack and Webpack CLI. It has the version number as well. Now that we have installed Webpack, let us see how to use it. So once you have installed Webpack, it is automatically available in Node Modules folder. If you open it, you have the Webpack and Webpack CLI modules registered in your project. So there you go, Webpack and Webpack CLI, and all these things that are installed are basically are the internal dependency of Webpack or Webpack CLI, or something that Node needs in order to manage packages. So we'll be dealing with Webpack CLI only. And one more thing is, it goes ahead and registered some of the commands that you will be needing in order to use Webpack. So we'll be needing only two, Webpack CLI command and Webpack. These are the things that Webpack might need internally in order to get us those results. Alright, so let me minimize this folder, and as we know, we have the commands available. It is registered in Node Modules folder, so we can just go ahead and run it. So we'll write node modules dot pin Webpack. So it gives you certain kind of errors to you. It says that insufficient number of arguments or no entry point, alternatively run Webpack CLI-L for you. So obviously we have run a wrong command, or we have provided insufficient number of arguments. That's why we're not able to see the result, but it has provided certain kind of information. So the hash, the version number of the Webpack, how much time it took to run, and at what time the build was created. It says that insufficient number of arguments, no entry found. So it needs an entry point in order to run, in order to start. So in terms of JS, what Webpack does is, once you provide it an entry point, the entry point normally or typically is a .js file, such as index.js in React's case. It kind of goes to index.js and sees all the imports that it is importing, all its imports, and then it kind of creates a dependency graph according to it. Like index.js will be needing main.js will be needing a.js and b.js. So it creates a kind of T structure and keeps it in memory in order to infer what are the things that it needs to download in the browser in order to run index.js. It has advanced configurations as well, like you can load on-demand scripts. Will be taking those on if time allows, in the subsequent videos, but currently I'm not covering it in this video. Now it creates a hash number. The hash is particularly a unique number that a build gets, so that a build can be identified with the uniqueness of its name. You can set the hash number to the build file's name. We'll see that in the subsequent coming of videos. And it provides warning as well, and as well as says that you should run this command in order to see what are the usage of Webpack CLI commands. It's also says that the mode option has not been set, so it didn't run actually because of the mode option. And let's see, so mode falls back to production if the value is not set. Set mode option for the development of production to enable defaults for each environment. Alright, and it also says you can also set it to none. So there are three values: production, development, and none. We'll see those things. And it also says that learn more. Okay, and the error that it shows us that it couldn't run is because the entry module not found can't resolve src folder in the webpack demo directory. So as we see, it needs an entry point to get started. So let us first create a .src folder, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so let me go ahead and create an src folder. I'll jump into VS Code and create a new folder. I'll name it src. Now I've created a src folder, and let me run the command again. Alright, so it says error in entry module not found in src. So actually it is looking for a module in src, I guess. So let me create a module. I'll call it main.js, and I'll simply write a console.log statement here. I say hello. Once I have written this, I'll save this. I'll go back. I hope I have saved it in src. Yes. And let me run the command again. It says again it can't find. This is because Webpack looks for an index.js file and not any other file in the src folder. So in order for Webpack to pick up, we need to name this file index.js. Now it can pick the index.js file, I guess. So let me save it again, go back to the prompt and run it again. So yes, now it has successfully completed. So let's see, it has a hash for the run, that for the uniqueness, and it has a version number of Webpack. It took 528 milliseconds to run. We have a build time, at what time did it run. We have some of the assets managed here. So let us go ahead and see asset. The main.js file, it is 950 bytes chunks. It has been emitted by Webpack, and chunk name is main. Entry point main is equal to main.js. So main.js is what it has created, it has emitted. It has been created by Webpack, and the dependencies it is managing is the files that are included is 0 is the ID, and src index.js, it is 21 bytes, and it was built and transferred to the main, included in the main. So let us see if that is true. So if I go over here, it has created a dist folder. Let me go to the dist folder and go to the main.js file. So you can see by default it is minified because it creates it goes into production mode when you run Webpack. In the next video, we'll see to configure how to run it with development environment, and we'll check out what are the files are included in here. So alright, we'll see you in the next video.